Morning, stocks go up, stocks go down, then we see. Huge move yesterday, gave it back up, came back up, gave it back up. Then we see. Okay? You have Powell tomorrow, you have Fed people coming on today. Here's the thing. You had that jobs number, 800,000 lost. Let me tell you. Now, I don't care what anybody says. If I was on CNBC, I would be godlike. I mean, I'd have 100 million followers because my logic is just better than everybody else's. And here's the simple thing. If the government thinks they can tell you what the jobless rate is, they're disillusioned. If Powell thinks he knows, he has no clue. If anybody in the Fed comes out and says they know X, Y, and Z, they have no clue. They have no idea what's going on with the economy. They have no idea how people make money. They don't know anything. Nobody knows shit. And the CEO of Snow knows less than shit. The guy's a complete idiot. I mean, he's an idiot. The stock is going to go sub 100, probably goes to $30 over time, and will never move again. Okay? It just is. I don't care what you think. It just is. Okay? It is absolutely impossible with 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million people coming in without Social Security numbers, people hiring people. Let me tell you, somebody knocks on my door and says, Sam, I'm going to cut your grass for $40. Oh, the last guy wants $70. Sure, $40, do it. Somebody says, I'm going to do this for a quarter of the cost. You're just going to do it. That's it. It just is. I don't care who you think you are, okay? So don't think the government's saying, oh, we're going to give you a number. Then they're going to revise it, 818,000 people less jobs. Now they're going to do it again in February. They're going to revamp that. That's going to go over 1 million because they don't know. All these people think they know shit. They don't know shit. But here's what I know. And I had this discussion with a guy yesterday, is if you're a CEO, they hire you. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. What matters is they're going to give you X amount of money and X amount of shares. And if you don't take the stock up, your job is gone. It's just gone. They have less patience with you, and they're just going to say after 6 months or a year, F off, you're gone, you'll never get another job again at that level. Okay? It just is. So those guys make shit up like the Snow CEO and says, we're going to raise prices. We're going to raise prices to you, but if Microsoft and Azure and AWS raise prices to us, I'm going to go complain and say my prices are too high. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? I mean, Snow beats. They beat. I mean, think about this. How stupid this guy is. Okay? They beat. They beat on revenue. Okay? They guide up a little bit. Why not just guide up another 2%? Who gives a shit if it's right or wrong? Guide up another 2% and your stock's at 170. That's it. And then you miss next quarter, it goes right back to 140. I mean, why are you going to guide up but not guide up enough? Well, what good is that? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. So now let's go to the next one. Okay, so that's Snow. That's all these companies that have come out with a product that think that they're sole source. They're not. Databricks is better than Snow. And I think there's 6 other products out there that are similar to Snow. And if all those get some traction because they offer them cheaper, then Snow goes to shit. It goes away. Okay? It just is. As soon as you raise prices even one time, means your business is in trouble. It just does. It does. Okay? I mean, some guy yesterday, some clown yesterday, posted out there, CMG's going to 100 fast. It's 50x split. At 100, it's at 5,000. It's never even been 2,000. And it's going to be 5,000? I mean, think about the ignorance of people. Okay? Ignorance. And it gets comments of, oh my God, it's going. Yeah, I bought a lot. It's going to go to 5,000? It got zero chance to go to 5,000. Zero chance. Zero. Actually, less than zero. Okay? Not going to happen. Okay, so what you want to see now, you have the Fed tomorrow. If Powell says these magic words, it's going to rocket. Okay? And what are the magic? Here comes Avago. Avago. We gave you this NASDAQ play. We gave you this NASDAQ play, the 2000s. Okay? The NASDAQ's going to open up 75. If it opens up 100, those are going to be 110. Okay? Yesterday it went to 100. 30. So this is interesting. I want people to answer this question. If you bought the NASDAQ at 32 and it goes to 60, then it goes to 30, and then it goes to 100, and you have 15 minutes to sell it at 100, and you have 2 hours to sell it at 80. 2 hours. And then it goes to 60. And let's say Powell says something bad tomorrow, you hold it, and it goes to 0. Is that a winning trade or a losing trade? If you say that's a losing trade, you have zero clue on trading. You have zero clue. If you buy Tesla at 200, and they split, okay, and it goes to 800, and then it goes to 100, and it takes 2 years, is that a winning trade or a losing trade? You sold it for a loss. That means you're a moron and an idiot. That doesn't mean it's a bad trade. It went to 200 to 800. Not rocket science. This is not rocket science. It's greed and it's idiocracy. And the problem with the market is everybody don't want to miss the huge move. And then when it goes down, they say it was a shitty trade. No, it was a great trade, but you were an idiot. Now, it's okay to call people idiots if they are idiots, okay? There's plenty of them out there on Twitter and everything else, okay? So just understand this, okay? Understand this. So now, today, I have no idea if all this is going to hold, but Avago is moving. So I gave you this a NASDAQ trade that's going to be somewhere around 100 at open. If the market continues to go up, maybe it goes 150. If it gets to 2,000 today, they're going to be 150 into tomorrow. And it can go up 500 or 600 points up, or 500 and 600 points down tomorrow. So your 150 can be 0, or it can be 400 or 500, or maybe 600. Okay? Interesting. Then we see. Okay? And yesterday I gave you another play, and I posted even publicly, that if you like NVIDIA, if you believe NVIDIA is going to guide up and it's going to be good and it goes to 150, let me tell you, the Avago 145s are $2 for next week. At 150, they're going to be 8. There'll be $5 in the money. There would be 8, 2 to 8. But the Avago 170s were 3. And it's going to go to high of year. It's going to be 15. Because if NVIDIA goes up 20, Avago is going to be high of year. Pretty straightforward, right? So that's going to be 15. 3 to 15 is better than 2 to 8. So the better play is the Avago. And look at it go. Look at it go. But today you want to watch NVIDIA. If NVIDIA can get through 131, it's going to rocket. Synopsys was good. It's up 18 to 20. Chips are moving because money is coming back into chips. Okay? So does it take up Lam Research? Maybe. Maybe it goes to shit. I'm the guy that tells you every single day that every position in your account can go to zero tonight. So when you look at your account, look at the cash. Don't look at your positions. I don't give a shit what your positions are worth. Look at the cash. That's how much cash you have. Are you okay with that level of cash? If you're not okay with that level of cash, then sell some stuff. If you're okay with it, then you can hold it. That's it. It really, really, really is that simple. And today, look at Avago go. Let's go, baby. Because we're sitting on 2 layers of this. Okay? Very nice. Lily, if and when it breaks 966, it's going to take a test of 1,000. Is it this week? Maybe. Is it next week? Maybe. Don't know. UPST, trying to break up. Finally trying to break up. And then there's the other play for tomorrow. If he says we are going to start the process of normalizing rates, and it will start in September. I don't care if it's 1% or what. If he says that, then Bitcoin and risk assets are on the table to rip. And a huge move is possible. A huge move is possible. Okay? Now, if he doesn't say anything and all this stuff and he's hawkish, he's just an idiot. Now, once again, you lost 818,000 jobs, and you just think everything is up. Look, the world is different. I don't give a shit if they take interest rates to 10%. They are going to have inflation for the next 10 years because every single CEO is going to raise prices. Too bad. I'm going to raise prices. I don't care if you don't buy it. I'm going to raise prices. What are you going to do? That's what they're going to do. Microsoft, poster child for raising prices. Poster child. They're doing okay. Now, Microsoft did, contrary to what you might think, Microsoft did not guide down last night. They took the money that was in the AI cloud and they moved it to a different sector. So it appears that the guide was fine. Okay, so it's not a negative guide. But today, very simple. See if money moves to chips. See if it starts taking off. See if our NASDAQ can get up. If it can get up 100, it's up 52. If it can get up 100, then those options are going to be 105. Okay? Right now, they're going to be 80. 32 to 80 is a great trade. Don't screw it up. Okay, let's get started. Good morning, everybody. 822. SPX up 9, add 9 to this. You're at 56.29. You got 56.52, 56.71, and then blue sky to 5,700, 5,800. Underneath, if it takes out 55.71. Now, let me tell you, Powell could screw this up by saying, if all he says is higher for longer, the market is down 200 SPX. As simple as that. And I mean, it will crater so fast, it'll make your head spin. Because the market believes the Fed doesn't know what the hell they're doing. It just does. Okay? So understand that. Avago, 171, 176, 186 possible. NVIDIA, 131, 136. PanW needs 376 beast now. CrowdStrike back on the screen, 291 up, 251 down. Okay? AMD, 161, 166. VKTX, they'll probably buy it into the weekend. Okay? But you can't force this one because, look, I'm going to tell you the reality of the situation with VKTX. They're a year, 2 years, 3 years away from coming to market with their drug. So if they're that far away, you can buy it now or buy it in 2 years. You don't have to buy it now. Now, maybe it costs more by then. Maybe it doesn't. But companies say, Oh, I have risk. I don't want any risk. I'll pay more, but I'll buy it after it's been approved, phase 3. Okay, so just understand that. Lily, if it can get to 966 and Powell is good, it can take a shot. ASML, 944 is a big number. 952 is bigger. 972 accelerator. Land Research, 891, 892. Goldman Sachs, 500, 509. Snowman, 116, 109, 91. I would love to see this go to 91. Look, these guys want to raise prices. If you cut prices, you get more customers, and the customers stay. Sam, in his service, has never raised prices, ever. I get people every day telling me, Sam, you should raise prices on this or this, you'll make more money. Why would I raise prices and aggravate people? I mean, Sam's smarter than everybody else. UPSD, 41.46. ASTS, 39.41. Meta goes up every morning, comes down every afternoon. Go look. It just does. That's what it does. Netflix, not quite sure why it's down 10, but let me tell you, Netflix is another company that has a lot of issues. The numbers are fuzzy. When you offer an ad-supported product and commercials which don't sell, so you got a selective amount of people doing ad advertising. Who the hell is watching commercials? I really doesn't understand. Who the hell is getting a service that says, I can pay $8 instead of $11. I'm going to save $3 and I'm going to watch commercials. I don't even know what to say to that. Okay? I really don't know what to say to that. Okay? Coin. 206, 209, very possible this gets all the way to 221 if Bitcoin can take out 63,000. MicroStrategy 146, he killed the stock. SMCI a little bit better, 632. There's room to shrink the balance sheet. Oh, nice. So he wants to shrink the balance sheet again. That means raising rates. I mean, these people are just saying stupid shit. Okay? NOW, 852. SPX only up 6. It was up 12. Interesting. NASDAQ only up 41. It was up 72. Then we see, just know this, 9 out of 10 people that are older, this may add you in it or it may not. I'm older. 9 out of 10 people that are older don't have a clue because they think what they learned in 1970, 1980, 1990 matters. It doesn't matter what you think. It only matters what is. And you can be great if you're open-minded. If you're that guy that says, like Carl Icahn, let me tell you, Carl Icahn, I mean, the blunder of ages was selling Netflix at 3. He came out and he goes, my son told me, it's gone for, he said, it's gone from 100 to 300. Why wouldn't I sell? I don't care if it's gone from 100 to 300. The question is, do you think at 300 it goes to 500 or do you think it goes to 100? It doesn't matter what you bought it at. If you think it goes to 500, then you hold it. Has nothing to do with what you bought it at. Has to do with where you think it's going to go. So he sells it at 300 and it goes to 4,000. It goes to 4,000 and he never gets back in. That's a blunder of ages. Okay? Same thing with Tesla, where people sold it at 200 and went to 4,000. Because ask yourself the simple question. Same thing on these NASDAQs. You can take 72, you can take 100. We're probably going to take 100 and roll up. But where do you think it goes? If you here, trust me, if it goes to 80, you don't want it. You don't want something that's going to go from 130 to 80. Okay? That's what we know. That's what we know. Everybody have a great trade day. See you in chat.